Well, it's time for another segment of Ask the Pros here on Breakfast Television. I want to introduce you to Bob Norwood, who is with Added Spaces, and today we're talking about winter construction and renovations. And Bob, I guess the first question I want to ask you is, are there any restrictions? Like, can you build or renovate anytime throughout the winter?
Yeah, I mean, we basically go all year round. There's no really restrictions except for, when you want to get your foundation put in. It's nice to have your foundation in before the frost goes in the ground too much. But as far as doing like additions, like what we're doing here, that rain is the hindrance that we deal with most of the time, and that's an all year round thing anyway.
So the cold weather doesn't really bother you too much.
The cold weather's not really a big factor.
Now, what about as far as price? Is there a difference as far as price for summer construction versus winter construction?
Probably overall there's not a whole lot of difference, but things change in the wintertime, like the price of materials usually goes down every winter.
So the actual, the contractors themselves, price probably would change, but materials may be less.
Yeah, materials may be a little bit less, yeah. So sometimes, I mean, supply and demand, so contractors, generally if you're really busy, prices go up a little bit. In the wintertime, if things are a bit slower, then the prices might be a bit lower for that reason.
All right. Now, this house, obviously somebody's already, living in it, but you guys are adding a story to it. Is there a point in time where I'm going to need to get out, or can I still live in my home?
Well, some projects you have to move out. Would definitely be to your benefit to move out. This one here, they're not actually moving out. It's we're not doing a lot of work to the actual main area where they're living now, so we're just adding up. So we just try to keep things under control with tarps and stuff like that until we
work when they're keep the noise down when they're at home.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, now say I've got an older home. Is there something that I can do? They say I'm not sure I'm getting enough heat, like with insulation. Is there something I can do to fix up my older home?
Oh yeah, for sure. There's the older homes. Usually, what you should do is take advantage of, like if your house is in need of new siding. When the siding's taken off, it's a really good idea to, rather than just put new siding back on, to first put some styrofoam insulation and put a good air barrier,
and that'll keep
and then side over that, and that insulates the walls. And then there's also things you can do to your attic. Right. A lot of the older homes don't have really any insulation in the attic.
Right.
So, yeah.
So get up there and check that out. Now, so really, I mean, winter versus summer, we're good to go anytime.
Yeah, pretty well.
You might even get more workers during the wintertime.
That's right. It's easier to find. It's easier to find crews definitely in the wintertime than it is in the summer and the fall. This time of year when it's really busy. So.
All right.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to renovate or build during the wintertime.
That's right.
Get a hold of the folks at Added Spaces. All right. Don't forget the website is www.maritimepros.ca. You got a question for these folks at Added Spaces? Email them through the website, and they'll try and answer it for you.